I gotta turn this light off. It's leaking through my thing.
How does it feel knowing that we're going to finally hear those beautiful words uttered by Seth Rogen in the next...
So they're finally here.
So they're finally here.
Bong sound effects.
So they're finally here.
Have you guys heard of liminal spaces? Turn this banana into a weed pipe. Weed reference. Weed reference.
Sex.
Now the movie's rated R.
Did you guys ever see Penis Party, whatever it was called? Wiener Party?
Yeah, I
Sausage
did.
Party. That movie was awesome.
That was probably the biggest group of friends I've ever went to a movie with because we were all so excited and it was such a fucking letdown.
I thought that movie was great. It was shitty, but I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I liked it.
I
thought it was like
enjoyed it.
I still haven't seen it. I just heard it was crap, so I never did. But I like that idea. Like the idea of an adult animated movie is cool, but they obviously, from what I saw, it seemed very like, I don't know, what you'd
penis
expect.
reference, poop reference.
Food orgy.
Yeah, the food comes out and then the narrator's like,
So they're finally here.
and then the movie ends.
We should fund our own. We should fund our own series of like adult food sex things. James, what do you have there? Can
Did we
people
show these
find
off
that
on the
on
last episode? I don't remember.
beefsportsmerch.com?
Yeah, you guys can find this on meatspin.gov.
Yeah, if you go to meatspin.com, you'll be able to get a beautiful cup. Yeah, Kudos, where's your cup? What the hell?
Courtney's put it in for me right here, haven't you, Courtney?
Put it in, Courtney.
Haven't you, Courtney? Because you didn't want to
Courtney.
spend $150 to ship it to Australia.
Track
That's
mine
interesting.
perfectly and
You
put it in
cheap
Kudos'
bitch.
hands and then make his arms move.
You fucking Bezos.
Well,
So
yeah,
Courtney made these
apparently
awesome
it costs
cups.
$150 to ship amazing Beef Boys cups to Australia. So I don't have one, but the plan is next year, when I'm going to be Bing chilling with the boys in America, I will
chillin'.
snag my cup then. So
Being chillin' in the USA.
watch this space.
Kudos, if you
Jamie.
if you did have them right now, would you be rocking to perp or to white?
Probably the white, because you guys have the perp, and then so we could have like the alternating, because we do have white and perp alternating.
They do be alternating.
They do be.
I've got
do be
both
alternating.
right now because I've got peach tea in one and water in the other. So
That better be sugar-free peach tea.
Yeah.
I don't
Andrew,
know.
think about your
Andrew, Peach Jars isn't
glucose
sponsoring this episode.
intolerance.
Let's not shout her out.
Andrew, you can't
We're gonna
drink your
sell
calories.
ourselves
It's the
out like
most
that.
vapid way to consume energy.
I needed sugar. I was low on energy, and I wanted to
Idiot.
be with the
Sugar.
best of them.
I just slept
Yes.
for like 2 hours. It was epic.
Let's just jump right into some talking points. We got a couple
Yeah.
of good ones this
Well,
week.
let's introduce the podcast first.
Let's
I guess we
clap
already
sync.
did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
fuck
we-
it.
we
Everyone
already-
everyone knows what it is at this point. Welcome
We're
to
the Clap
Beef.
Sync podcast.
Let's talk.
We're gonna do this for the next hour.
There we go.
I
was
like this
epic.
bit, gentlemen. I think we can do this for at least another 30 minutes. Let's keep going.
I bet people are
Let's
gonna.
keep going.
I think people are gonna love this one.
Yeah.
Wait, I can do it like, but with my
I
nuts.
guess we'll hit. All right.
I was actually about to do the classic. Oh yeah, she's doing it.
Oh, listen.
Yo, what the fuck? How
we
low
would
are
love
you
to
nuts?
attempt
I'd love to attempt it, but I'm wearing jeans. Speaking of jeans, I do have a big ass hole.
That was
hurts.
actually nuts.
That
Yeah,
was,
those were like nuts, like capital nuts.
hell yeah. That's gonna look so weird in the beef dome. I'm just gonna
I
be
know.
like a headless
off.
ethereal nut slapper.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the headless ethereal nut slapper.
The biggest enemy of them all.
Courtney
It's a
just
goose
What if that
Goosebumps
happened
issue.
in Harry Potter, where like one of the ghosts was like a fucking pedophile or something, and he was just like floating around, and no one can stop him because he's a ghost.
He's like, this is awesome.
That's what,
He's just like floating through the
that's why
kids'
they call
rooms
him
at night.
Headless Nick, because he ain't got no head. He ain't, he ain't got
Life
no
was kind to me.
Nearly
Just a
headless
ghost.
Nick because she gave me a little bit of toppy on the tip, but didn't finish.
toppy.
Please, miss, just a little bit of toppy.
Just
Please,
a
miss.
touch of toppy.
That's what British Tinder's like.
Just a
Anything from the toppy? I'll take the whole thing, Harry Potter.
Tiddlywink spin cycle.
All right, this bit sucks. Let's go back to the.
No, this is epic.
Well, I got a bit. I got a talking point. I want to talk about.
Hey, Kudos has got a bit.
Let's
I want
talk.
to talk about earth quakes because Melbourne City, the city in which I reside, was hit with the earthquake of a lifetime
Melbourne
a couple
is my
days
city.
ago. Yeah, Melbourne
Did it sound like
is my-
this?
It did kind of sound like that. I was chilling. I was Bing chilling at home, browsing Twitter. Saw a nice meme about the Cannibal Corpse frontman donating toys to charity when he goes on tour. And then everything just started like creaking, and I was like, "That's kind of cringe." And then everything started shaking. And I was like, "That's very cringe. That's definitely going in the You Cringe You Lose compilation." Bit of backstory. I lived in Wellington for 8 years before this, and Wellington had a lot of very bad earthquakes, including one, my personal favorite, at about 12, like 12:15 at night. Just everything shook so hard, everything fell off my walls. I had sorry, did I cut out for you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was keeping a straight face so it would work in the episode, and I was like,
that's what I was
I'll
trying to
hear it
do.
in the episode.
Yeah. Let me cut back from when I died. So
Courtney, fucking.
Courtney, do your job for once. At like 12:15 at night, everything just fucking went ham. All my shit fell off the wall. I had boxes of magic cards up on a shelf. Motherfucker, it just keeps happening.
Like, it doesn't do it until you start the story, and then it's like, watch this one, lads.
Check this one out, boys.
Yeah, the NSA
If it
agent's like,
happens-
you don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear this.
If it happens
wanna
again,
hear-
do you guys mind if I reset my shit?
No,
Oh,
yeah, I don't care.
yeah, no, I don't
Do you want
care.
to just do that now before we get into the thick of it?
That probably makes
Into
more
the
sense.
thick of
Alright.
it. Into Joe Mama. Into Joe Mama. Now we're the Stoic Boys.
Yeah.
Stoic Boys. Welcome to the Stoic Boys podcast.
There's
I'm
no
Stoic
point in
Boys.
caring about anything in the moment. We're all gonna die. You should live day to day.
As if you were going to die tomorrow.
Don't. Sex is pointless. Don't do it
Don't have sex. Keep your penis inside of yourself.
at all times. Man, we are just like 3 for 3 on
drugs.
banging bits
On
this
excellent
episode.
bits. I know. So, did you guys watch the game?
Yes, I did. I liked it
kinda
when
reminded me of
Douglas
this.
MacArthur threw the ball.
He threw the ball and the guy caught it.
That's me when he caught it. We're gonna go to the touchdown and then we're gonna score. 2004 presidential race reference for anybody out there.
Wait, James, let's
Some-
try to sync this
Some
up, all right?
deep
Let's try to
cut political humor.
Yeah.
I want you to sync up that scream with this, okay?
Okay.
I slam my penis in the car door.
yeah.
You slam your
hold
penis
on.
in the car door.
Wait, I can toss.
Oh, you missed it.
Wait, I can toss. Do it again. I can time something even better with that.
All right.
Bing, baba, bing, baba, bing, baba, bing, chillin'.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
I missed it. I didn't remember how many times he says it.
Everyone, listen to my story.
My
Back
Kudos tales
in
of
back
woe.
in Wellington, we had this earthquake that fucking, oh my god, literally the second.
First word. The
Dude,
first
that
word.
is fucking insane
The
how
first
well
word.
timed it
Internet's
is.
fucking-
Watch
with
this,
you,
watch
dog.
this. I'm gonna do it again.
All right, okay.
Back in Wellington, we had this earthquake that was so bad that just shit fucking fell off my walls. I had this like box of magic cards that just threw itself on the ground. I went to my room and there was just magic cards fucking everywhere. I think a couple buildings collapsed, but it was like midnight
Oh,
on a
shit.
Sunday. So thankfully, no, like office buildings. So no one was in them, thankfully.
Thankfully,
it was-
everybody
it
was
was-
in them. They were all small.
Thankfully,
Thankfully,
in the
everybody
one
died.
building.
It was bring your kid to work day, thankfully.
So anyway, I lived through some bad earthquakes back home, so this one didn't feel as bad by comparison, but
Yeah.
it was still pretty scary, especially because it was 9 stories up. And everyone, you know, it's always funny when you have an earthquake because you go on Twitter and immediately everyone who's like in the same city as you is like, "Ugh."
Sorry guys, I farted. Sorry guys, my ass is so big. Sorry guys, I
my
fell
ass.
over.
My-
Sorry
my
guys.
fat ass.
It's like, bro,
Oh,
none
in
of
the
this is
dirt.
funny. This hasn't been funny since 1984. Shut the fuck up.
So anyway, they got me thinking. You guys have any natural disaster stories?
I do. An earthquake related
I
one.
do.
I was.
Yo,
also
let's
do.
hear them.
We got stories.
I was homeschooled up until I was in 5th grade, and I was at home one
course
day.
That explains a lot.
Thank you. I knew that joke was coming. Unoriginal, guys.
Would it really be that unoriginal if both me and Doplex made it? That's what I thought.
Facts.
So I'm doing my school, and for some reason, I was like, I'm gonna stand on my desk, and so I'm just standing on my desk.
Why?
I don't know. You're a kid. You climb on stuff. I was just standing on the chair,
right.
just like
Play the monkey sound again.
Just
played a monkey
T-posing.
set. Yeah, this is me on the chair. Yeah, that's me.
Jamie, pull that up.
Because he's a child.
Mrs. Mom, I'm on my desk.
Then
Mrs.
his
Mom.
mother walks in and sees what he's doing. Then she smacks him on the ass, and then CPS comes. It's child abuse. Now Andrew's living in a foster home. His parents are distraught because their child's not home. He's no longer homeschooled. He's going to public school. I don't know. It's fucking all right. Anyway,
I heard
so you're
half of
standing
that.
on the desk.
I heard my mom walked in.
What we heard was great.
Yeah, and then I ended
Andrew
up
had
in a
an-
foster home.
Andrew had an epic experience as an up until 5th grade child, because there were multiple times in my life where I called my teacher mom by accident, and it would crush me. It would bring me down a level, like one step up, 2 to 5 steps back. It's just like, oh, I'm like a fucking idiot baby again. So you had never had that problem because you could just be
And
like,
this was
Mom,
in high school.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mom,
This was senior in high school.
mommy, and they all
Yeah.
work.
Bobby.
I never called the teacher mum, but I think I called my friend dad once when I was like 7 or 8, and that's
even
like
weirder.
Beta
also
energy,
that's kind
bro.
of weirder. Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's because
standing on the
his name was
desk.
3 letters. My dad is 3 letters. Anyway,
His name was Did.
his name was Daed with an umlaut above the E, so you
Yeah.
can kind of see where I'm going.
Right.
Hey, Day.
So I'm standing on my desk. I mean, we took a long time to get here, but I mean, it kind of ends how you think it is. An earthquake hit at that very moment, and I fell off my chair.
Oh.
You're the monkey
Was
who
that-
bumped his head.
I
Yo,
am
that's
the
true.
monkey who bumped his head.
That's bullshit.
Would you say that was like when you were back? This was deep in your religious throes. Would you say that was God and Jesus telling you not to fucking climb on things? Like,
Yeah.
did your brain perceive it in that way?
No, I think God sat down too hard. That's
Yeah,
a call back
fat
to
ass.
Twitter.
Yo, that's a
Angels
good
were
tweet.
crying.
Yeah, you should tweet that.
Yeah, I
Nobody's
think
gonna
it'd
die.
probably
Tweet
be
it.
original.
It'd be funny to just tweet earthquake in all caps when nothing happened.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Dude, if we ever get beef, like when Beef Boys gets like really big, we should have all of our followers tweet hashtag like, I don't know, Illinois earthquake or something and get it trending. That'd be so
That's a
funny.
good idea.
Yo, do that right
Yeah,
now.
start
That'd
like
be fucking awesome.
natural disaster scares, but like
Everyone-
a lot of them, so people start
yeah.
doomsday prepping.
Everyone tweet like Minnesota school shooting at the same time, and let's see if we can.
Don't do that.
And then we hold the governor of Illinois like to
Account
ransom. We're like,
hostage.
if you don't want another fucking earthquake,
Yeah.
do
ya,
you,
buddy?
Boys.
Dude, you know what? So Andrew held back a little bit about that story. I was there. We're related. He actually got his first boner, and he got up on his table and was like, "Mommy, look, my first boner!" Oh. And then God smited him, and that's why he never touched himself until he was like 20.
Yeah. So his penis is out.
That is
Performing
the
for
real
you.
story.
For me, it was around the time the movie 2012 came out, and I remember like I was like so scared of that shit because I was like, oh dude, this is gonna happen, like this is for sure gonna happen. So whenever like we had like an earthquake or something, I remember like one time I was on like a trolley and then like a really bad earthquake hit. Like I was going back to Mexico and then a fucking earthquake hit, and I just remember like thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking die. And I was just like looking at all the exits. I was like thinking like, okay, what's the easiest way I can kill myself really fast so I don't experience this earthquake? Like my fear was that bad, bro. I was like, I need to die. Like I
That's
need to
so
die before this
funny.
Dude,
earthquake
that's
ends.
insane that you had like a more sincere reaction to the thought of the world ending than I did as a good Christian boy. Which
Oh, yeah.
I did it again, James. You mentioned I always say good
Andrew
Christian
says
boy.
"good Christian boy" more than any other sentence uttered by any
He
human.
is a good Christian boy.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
because
this
he's a
is-
good Christian boy.
talked
I think
about
it's a
it on a
guilt thing.
different. Yeah, no, it is. We talked about it on a different podcast.
That will not be
That
discussed
will
here.
not be named.
Oh,
And
pull it up, Jamie.
It's apparently just me.
Yeah, it was when the Miller Bros went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it was when we went on Joe Rogan.
Oh, pull it up, Jamie.
Pull it up, Jamie. That was when I was talking about my.
Pull it up, Jamie.
That's when I was talking about my
big and
ball
chilling,
sack. He's
Jamie.
like, all right, pull it up.
Pull it up, Jamie. He pulls up the picture of your balls on Andrew's keyboard.
Call back.
Grunting like a chimp.
I've got you reminded me of a trolley story, Doplex TV.
Yo,
Have I don't
trolley
think I've-
stories.
Anything from
Have I told you about the
story.
time did I tell you about the time I almost got arrested by police while riding in a trolley, like a
While being
supermarket
within
trolley?
30 feet of a school zone.
being chilling?
Yeah, no, I just wear a mask when I do that. But well, it was like we were out. That's what the mask is.
Yo, that is what the mask is.
Is he still?
Yes,
There it
he
is.
still has it. Thank God.
That's what the point of the mask is.
That's
Okay,
a fucking
so-
terrible.
You were getting
I,
arrested for.
I
Yeah,
done
go
been drinking. Me and the boys been drinking. You know, we'd sip the bubble. We done been drinking, and then we
You
were
were
like, let's do a
sipping.
late night mission to make Joe Bronald's for a large O, and so we're on the way to get some Macca's. Literally that. And I'm from at the time I was in Dunedin. I'm not from there. At the time I was in Dunedin, and there's like, it's a big uni town, and there's a part of the town called Studentville, unofficially called Studentville, and it's understandably where all the students live. So it's like where the shit
Student.
like it's a
I thought
fucking
it was
dumb name,
actually
but it is what,
That's where,
no,
that's
that's what
where
Firefighter
Zenny hangs
City.
out.
It's like a fucking Lego neighborhood.
dude, it may as well be.
where
It's
the
not. It's
police
actually. I think it's actually like North Dunedin, but people call it Studentville because, you know, very very creative. But it's
Oh, okay.
Studentville.
Sorry, that's so
it's
funny.
like it's really Bundy there. Like but it's a cool vibe because you go there on, like, you know, Saturday, Friday night, even like Wednesday night, and like you'll walk around and there'll just be like a party spilling out into the street from like one of the
Yeah.
student flats, and you can just like go in, and there's always like couches being burnt in the streets and shit. It's kind of fun.
Hell
Anyway,
yeah.
Damn.
walking through Studentville, come across a couple of these parties and shenanigans, and we're like, this is sweet. And then we found a shopping trolley, that, like, just an idle shopping trolley. So I hopped in that, and my friend started pushing me, and we were like, this is sick. And then because everyone was drunk, all of a sudden my friend let go, and like another of our friends grabbed the trolley. But here's the thing. It actually wasn't another of our friends. That's what both me and my friend thought. Turns out it was just some guy who just like took over and grabbed the trolley that I was sitting in.
What continuity errors are. It's where in one shot something's one way, in another shot's another way. You know those things? Anyway.
So this random fucking dude has like has stolen me, essentially. I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time.
He abducted you.
He's wheeling me across, and I was like, at first I was like, this is weird, and I looked over and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But also we were kind of drunk, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm going on an adventure. Turn around, there's a cop car like up the road a bit that's like breaking up a party or something, and this dude starts fucking gunning me right at this cop car.
Oh my god.
Like, just full on like collision course, and then just lets go and lets me fucking hoon like in this trolley towards this cop car. And I'm like,
Did you hit it?
well, what I did is I was. This is insane to me that I pulled this off. I jumped out of this trolley, a moving trolley, while drunk, landed it, somehow didn't break my ankle, and in
kickflip.
doing so, the trolley, like, you know, I guess the momentum of me kicking off flipped the trolley out, and the trolley span out and like didn't hit the cop car in the end. And I think the cops didn't even see. I think they were like, you know, in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, if I hadn't jumped out, it was fully on a fucking crash course for.
Who was the guy pushing you? Vin Diesel? He's like,
I don't fucking know. Like looking back on it, it's really malicious. Like this dude, like I could have fallen out and like landed on my dome and died, or like broke my ankles, or. Rules is different, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
pretty much.
You die in real life.
The cops probably would have like picked you back up, put you back in it, and fucking hooned him back at the other guy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, imagine being one of the
Kudos.
cops. Can one of you give me a noise for when Kudos makes the impact with the car? It's like, yeah, we're gonna need some backup here. Just looks behind him and Kudos is like mangled in the car. Son, what are
The
you
fuck
doing?
thing is,
I slammed my penis in the car door.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
the worst thing, like
slammed
looking
your
back on
penis.
it, is like that dude just faded away into the night. So like we never got
he
to
ran?
like.
What a dickhead.
He was just like a generic looking student on a street where there was like 50 people partying. So he just like kind of
he
just
was an NPC.
faded back into the night.
A
He really
classic
was full
student of
NPC energy.
He was a Kudos NBC.
I am imagining like default skin. Type
No, he was
character.
very default looking. I can't even remember his face. Well, I mean, I was pissed,
I'm
but
imagining like the shitty
but, I
like
couldn't.
default skater from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. He was just I don't know, some generic white guy. And but on top of that, I probably wouldn't have like gone to the cops because that's kind of cringe. But then there's also like, this dude did just try and like break my neck.
Yeah,
Probably
you gotta
should've-
settle it the
He probably should have
Studentville
got
way.
some comeuppance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went back to my
Killed.
friends and I was like,
GTA
that guy
shit.
almost killed me. And they were like, oh, we just thought he was one of us. My bad. And then we went and got McDonald's and it was great. Anyway, that was my trolley story.
That's what's up.
So my natural disaster
Natural trolley story.
My natural
yeah.
trolley story. My natural disaster story is in 9th grade. In the fall of 9th grade, I lived in New Jersey, so we
The
really
rise and
didn't get
fall of
like
9th
natural
grade.
disasters.
In the
That wasn't
fall
really
of
like a
9/11.
thing. But at the fall,
Yeah.
we got Hurricane Sandy, which was like a hurricane that hit in like October, and like New Jersey doesn't really get hurricanes, but it like hit the couple days before Halloween, so it like
Sure.
it was like a bunch of rain and stuff like a hurricane, but it was also really cold overnight, so all that rain turned into like feet of snow, and it was like before all the trees and shit had shed their leaves and everything, so like the snow just like collapsed every piece of nature in the state and just like ruined everything.
Sure.
And I didn't have power for like 6 days, and they canceled Halloween, and like my whole town, like no one went to school for like 2 weeks or anything. Like you weren't really allowed out. There was like a state of emergency and stuff. And that was when I still didn't like really care about like my phone. So I remember my phone was like dying and I had like no way to charge it, and I knew I wouldn't have power for like days. And that was the fateful night, the last night with my phone, when I was discussing if we should sing "Love the Way You Lie."
I was just gonna ask you that.
You put it out on that?
Yeah, and then my phone just died, and it was kind of just like, well,
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. You in that story, you said you were in a bath, right?
yeah, the water still works.
So were
baby.
you in a, hold on, were you in a candlelit bath because you had no power and you're texting your girlfriend about love the way you lie?
You lie.
I think my dad like hooked up his car to our house or something to like run like a TV.
Your
and
dad
some
stood
lights
there
or
with a
some
flashlight so you could see
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
doing.
shit. But I think
telling
that
you what
probably
to
was
say.
it.
Hey, no, tell her
like,
you
clean
want to
under your
cosplay as
foreskin.
Eminem and Rihanna.
Your dad's giving you fucking advice.
He's like, we don't
I
have
wanna-
enough. We don't have enough for the charger, but you can boil the water for this bath, so you can flirt with this girl, and then have your phone die and not talk to her for 6 days.
Yeah.
So that was like the end
What
of
if you-
like
what
my
if you
first movie of my life, and then like that was like the cliffhanger for the squeakquel.
The squeakquel. Yeah.
What if your dad plugged your like car into your house and your house started like would you be scared?
Your house
No, that'd
gets
be yeah.
nitrous.
That's like that movie. That's like that Spirited Away movie. That's not Spirited Away, but it's that same studio, bro.
Oh, that Peter Jackson one that bombed.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
Oh,
that
wait, no,
one.
House
That
Moving
one-
Castle.
Yeah, no, Howl's Moving Castle. That's what it is. Doplex, you said you got arrested.
Well, I have been arrested before, but I wanted to tell the story
chips.
about when we used to go to the mall, Horton Plaza. It's in downtown San Diego. We used to go there in high school. We would ditch school. We'd go there. We'd go to McDonald's.
We're going to McDonald's.
And we would get large sodas, and we'd drink the sodas until there's nothing but ice. So we'd have all these large cups of just ice, and then we'd like walk around the top floor because Horton Plaza was like multiple stories, and we would just like pour ice on people like from above, and just like we would just be like competing with each other like to see how much ice we can get on somebody. We were fucking degenerate dickheads. And I don't remember, it was either me or my friend, but one of us just took the entire cup of ice and just like hard downbeat it to like and hit somebody directly on that fucking head. And
What
like
the fuck?
yeah, they ended up calling the cops, and the cops came, and it felt like basically we had to run from the police because we were essentially like they were chasing us through the mall. And I remember I was hiding in like a bookstore, and then like the guy found me, so I had to like run around the fucking shelf. And then we were running through the mall, and then we ran through a Sam Goody, which is like a music store. And my friend like hit the emergency, like you know like those doors that you see that are always so ominous looking. Yeah. So he like pushed it open, and like the fucking alarms were going off.
No.
So we're running, the entire mall is just on like high alert, like fucking Metal Gear Solid, because one of us threw a cup of ice at somebody. And it was like the craziest fucking thing ever, because there was a cop car turning the corner. He was like coming after us. We're like running down the street, and then a trolley
I thought you meant
comes
in
up.
the mall. Like
no, this was in the mall.
Brothers shit. The car
Yeah, no,
just
we
like
were
came
in the mall.
Broke out the mall.
He crashed in through the fucking glass. Yeah, so we got out of the mall through the emergency exit door in Sam Goody, and then we were running down to the trolley station, and literally the trolley was literally just pulling up, and it was like it was literally, we gotta make the train, we gotta make the train. And there was like a fucking like cop car coming up behind us, and we just like jumped on the trolley and like escaped. It was like the perfect.
That's fucking awesome.
Bro, no way
that's
a cop
fucking
car
epic.
could drive as fast as a trolley.
The car stops and like, damn it, we'll never catch him. And Doplex and them are just like,
The rules of
barely
chase to
moving
take them
away.
one.
It's like,
Yeah, that'd be a really funny like comedy movie. Fucking
Yeah. Honestly, it
Little
could have just
man.
been a case of like they didn't see us, and it was like just like us thinking like
Yeah.
they're chasing after us. But I just remember like thinking like, man, that was epic. We got away.
that is epic.
Throwing
I mean,
ice
you
at
look back
people.
on it and you're like, man, I was a fucking asshole.
Oh, yeah,
We had a guy-
100%.
I lived with a
Fucking
guy in
dipshit.
first year, and I'm not going to say I was innocent in the story either. I think I either participated once or definitely egged him on. So I don't have a clear conscience. But we were 6 stories up, like it was a student accommodation, but it was like kind of like an apartment building. And we were 6 stories up, and our windows looked down onto the smokers area. And so we kind of justified it as like trying to stop these guys from
we're
smoking.
saving
As soon as
lives,
you just-
God
That
damn
isn't
it.
what it was.
literally just water bombing them, like just
Yeah.
throwing water bombs at them, and like, or like if we ran out of water bombs, like putting water in a plastic bag and just tying it up and throwing it.
And then we started dropping rocks and glass plates.
Yeah, then we started like
Anvils.
knives and
Got the
stuff.
TV
What I
out the
would-
window.
what I did do, which is like really fucking dangerous. I never did this when anyone was there. I never wanted to hit anyone, and thankfully
Yeah.
I never did. Like looking back on it, would have been so easy to. But I'd often get like big cans, like in the 500 ml, or I don't know what you fucking idiots call them, but the big cans are like energy drinks. I'd finish one of those, and then if you fill it up with water and drop it from a high place onto concrete, it explodes. Like it fucking, you go and get it, the metal's like, it's like a bomb's gone off in it. It's fucking crazy. So we would like triple check that no one's like in the smokers area, and then we'd drop one of those and then run down and get it, and it would be like the entire thing was like unfurled, or like a fucking bomb went off. It's so
epic.
cool. But looking back on it, it's like some cunt could have walked out just as I dropped this fucking like it was heavy as well, you know, like a 500 ml can full of water
Dude, that would
dropping
totally
6
kill
floors.
someone.
Like,
You would have headshotted him.
I don't know if it would have killed anyone, but it would have fucking hurt anyway. It would have done some
would've
damage.
gotten-
a
Stop
full
smoking.
can from that height it would definitely like give someone full on brain damage for like ever.
Yeah, if it hit them in the right place, it could. So
Little did you
looking
know
back
the
on it,
person
that
living
was
on the
dumb.
first floor flat, like right next to that, was like a one of them army men that like gets free college, and he has PTSD. He just hears a bomb go off every 3 days.
Dove under his table. Why do they keep doing this?
And that fucking guy I lived with, he was at another party one time, and he like on the 8th floor, and he egged some cunt on the street. I don't know if he actually egged him or if he just like threw an egg and it landed in front of him, but either way he like attempted to egg someone on the street, and the guy on the street was so mad because he wanted to fight the guy, but the guy's like, no, I'm not coming down. And it's like so he's like, fuck you, man, come down and fucking fight me. And this guy was like, nah, man.
I don't want to.
I just imagine he was like that guy James pissed off on the road the other week, like just like what the fuck, I can't hear you. Like just that whole like, nah, man, fuck you. What are you gonna do?
Come find our apartment.
Yeah, try and get it. And he wasn't even in our apartment. He was at someone else's apartment for like a party. Anyway,
fucking.
I don't. Disclaimer: all that happened in Roblox, and I don't condone any of it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Everything that we've discussed has happened in Roblox. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was Doplex. Your story reminded me of a story where I was in the mall.
Oh, great.
I was in the mall in like 9th grade, and we were hanging. Me and my scene friends would go and get Chipotle every Friday and just like hang out like by the dumpsters behind the mall.
That's a very scene thing to do.
Yeah, we just get Chipotle and then go outside for some reason and just stand in the cold next to the dumpsters and like just sit there and be scene kids. I guess
this is the best. Yeah, you just post up and look cool.
Yeah. But one time we actually went in the mall. It was pretty crazy, and we were walking around the mall, and one of
little thing.
I was like with a girl that I had like a big crush on, and it was like 6 or 7 of us.
And then all of a sudden she got hit by a cup of ice.
Yeah, and then I called the police.
Wait a minute, and they drove him through.
Wait a second.
We were like just walking through there, and then I was wearing like a beanie because that's what scene kids do, and I have very thick, heavy hair, so like when I wear a hat, it like ruins my hair. So like, and I was like super self-conscious. Obviously, you're in 9th grade, so like, one of my friends like just took my beanie off for no reason and like wouldn't give it back to me, and
asshole.
Yeah, which I think taking someone's like hat and like playing keep away with it is one of the
It's so disrespectful.
It's
grounds for catching hands.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. No, you're gonna at a minimum get slapped if they're like a really good friend.
Yeah. So they weren't that good of a friend, but he had my hat and he was like throwing it to one of my other friends and shit. And these kids, at least in comparison to me, were both pussies. So they wouldn't give it back. So then I just went for one of them and then just let the other one have my hat. And I grabbed him and I like started like smashing his head into a garbage can, but I was like, not really. But I was like trying to get him in the garbage can just to clown him because fuck it. And it was like one of those big garbage cans with like a big circle in the middle. And then I got him in the garbage can, and then one of my other friends came and was like getting tilted that I was throwing his friend in the garbage can, so he tried to grab me, and then I grabbed him and I just started bashing him against the side of the garbage can, and then I got my hat back and I kind of just like put it on and stood there, and then I turned around and there was like 4 security guards just like in full fucking sprint directly at me. Jesus. Hey man, you can't
put
do
them
that.
in the bin.
And my friends at this point were not on my side, so they kind of just like stood there, and then I started running, and then I was fat, so they like caught me, and then I was everyone's ride home, so like I got banned from the mall, but then had to wait outside till they were done and drive them home.
What the fuck? I wouldn't have waited. I've been like, fuck you guys. I'm not waiting for you. I'm going home.
You stole my beanie. You didn't let me put you in the trash can.
There was.
Fuck this one. Are you still
I
banned
guess
from
I
me?
felt remorse, so it's like I don't want to, because if I would have abandoned them, it would have been like that would have been like friendship ended with scene kids. I'm friends with nobody now, like that meme. It would have just been like,
I totally get that.
Yeah, well, I was posed a good question. Can you go back to that mall at this point? Like, if you walk in, or is it gonna be like a swarm of GTA policemen? They're like, get him!
I was so dressed
I
up.
was one of those like.
I was like so dressed up in emo kid garb that as soon as I stopped wearing that, I was like unrecognizable to the.
Unrecognizable.
Also, like that mall has like 50,000 people in it a day. They would never know.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. I never get places that are like, you hear about people who have like lifetime bans from certain places, and it's like that probably was like really 5 years minimum, because I'm sure, well, sorry, maximum, because once that 5 years is up, I'm sure everyone who worked there who would have known you has left. And I doubt anyone's like cross-referencing the fucking pictures they put like behind the register to every customer. Like, I was thinking about that with like Christian, because she's like infamous. So maybe like online, so maybe people would recognize them more. But like before they were famous, they already had like, or when they were sort of really underground, They had a lot of like lifetime bans from different malls for like
Yeah.
pretty much the sort of shit you described, James. But you have to wonder, like, I guess, to be fair, they do dress quite noticeably.
You could pick them out in a fucking police lineup.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I got a lifetime ban from Blockbuster for something I did when I was a fucking toddler.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so it was when Pokemon Silver came out, and I remember I wanted it really bad, and I had Pokemon. I had Pokemon Yellow, and so we went and we rented Pokemon Silver, and what I did was, you know, those like, so you basically you can take apart a Game Boy Color cartridge and just swap out the chips and then seal them. Yeah. It's like super easy to do, and I don't know what the fuck in my chimp brain as a child thought of this. I don't know how I thought of it. I was like, oh, I could just swap it out and then I get to keep Pokemon Silver and then just return Silver with yellow inside of it. So I did that. And then we got in trouble because somebody else like rented it and they were like, oh, this is Pokemon Yellow. And they just looked at the last person who rented it. And then like years later, I'm talking like I was like, you know, I was a teenager, but I was like, this was a long time after this. I went to go sign up for a Blockbuster card, and this was already like as Blockbuster was already kind of like fading out, you know?
Yeah.
And they hit me with a ban. They said that, oh no, you're fucking blacklisted. And I was like, how do you know that? How the fuck do you know that?
What the fuck?
You made the national database, baby.
You should have been like, come on, man, you guys aren't really in a position to choose at this point.
Yeah. Like, I'm a willing customer. You gotta,
I'm
gotta
trying
let
to
me
get
in.
something.
Hey, Cordy, put up Doplex's mugshot in the TV.
His block shot.
I'm gonna just have her put the baby filter over a picture of Doplex.
The baby.
Dude, that's kind of epic though. Yumi had the same. I also went from yellow to silver because I fucking loved silver. Did you get to keep
Silver was the best. I did get to keep Silver, but it was in the yellow. Yeah,
dude,
it was worth
Silver
it. I got to
come
keep
out?
Silver.
I don't even know if I was like alive.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look it up.
I found out today Magic the Gathering came out like 4 or 5 months before I was born. It's kind of crazy. I knew it was old, but like I didn't realize it was like literally older than me.
Yeah. I feel like Pokemon Silver and Yellow are maybe like 99, which I would have been born, but I wouldn't have been sentient.
Let's see. Pokemon
the first
Silver.
Pokemon was 97, 98?
Oh, Pokemon Silver. Why doesn't it show up right here? Oh, 2000.
Oh, okay.
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was tree. Or 2.
Pokemon Yellow was 98.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I was still 1.
Red was 96. Red and Blue were 96.
Oh,
yeah,
I wasn't alive. Oh, those are the ones. I was thinking of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was thinking of them tings.
Thinking of them.
What were you talking about? Oh, so I think I told the story once, so I'm not going to tell it again, of my friend who got banned from Walmart because he was just like a klepto. But he caught a national ban from every single store that has any like relationship to Walmart, like the conglomerate that owns Walmart or something.
God.
But he was kind of just like, yeah, I went to Walmart, a different Walmart the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how the fuck would they enforce that? They're not gonna, you know, until we get like the Chinese surveillance shit where they can like scan your face and like kick you out. Like,
when that
because
comes here, though, he's fucked.
Like, Jesus Christ is James's friend.
He did get a picture.
That would probably work in New Zealand where there's like 3 of every store, so they probably do talk to each other. Would like there's also 7 people in the whole country, but in America it's like there has to be at least like 50k people on that like nationwide ban list.
I have that Walmart story kind of reminded me of something that's kind of gross. When God, all right, so we me and my friend, a couple of my friends, one of them was a woman. We were teenagers. We went to a Walmart. We went into a Walmart, and she decided it would be a good idea to steal some earbuds, and she put them inside of her vagina.
Yo!
And we got caught on like. Yeah, it's just she
booth chilling.
Connected to both
I put one of the earbuds to my ear, and all I heard was.
Connected to her. You saw her ovaries light up.
Yeah. So we were caught on like security camera or whatever, and the security guard came up to us and was like, "Hand it over.
I'm gonna have to finger you."
Oh my God.
Spread your flaps, love.
E.g. vagina.
Because he didn't know that like that's where she decided to put it. He's like, hand it over. I saw you on the camera. Hand it over. She's like, it's in my vagina. And the guy was like, oh, jeez. Like, he was visibly disgusted by it.
He's like,
so,
you win, just go.
Yeah, so he's like, just put it on the shelf right there.
Just put it on the shelf.
and then he went and got one of the minimum wage employees to go and fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Was it like a cardboard box?
Pussy headphones. No, not the whole thing. Like, she dismantled it, like took it out of the box, and then just kind of like rolled it up and put it up there. I didn't see her do it. I don't know.
And
I didn't even know she did. I didn't even know she put it there. It was like
the funny thing is that
That's
like
what you
so the difficult part of the theft is as unboxing it. Once you've unboxed it and taken the earbuds out, you can just really they're like this big. Just put it in your bra or in your pocket or something.
Put it anywhere.
At that point, you're not in a prison. They're not going to fucking cavity search you. Like, you can really just put them.
I put it
Once
in
you've
my
already
pussy.
opened the box, that's the hard bit done. So I like that she was like, I really need to step this up. I need to put this in my fucking hole.
Nah, little
she
do
was
you know,
just-
she was just listening to Baby by Justin Bieber on them shits.
bass
enjoying the
vibrations.
She was doing that shit that like pregnant women do, where they like play music for their kid, like classical music to make it sound to like make the baby smarter.
Yeah, she was just playing fucking "I Kissed a Girl" by Katy Perry off her iPod and shuffle.
What if you could just like play like mushroom grow sound effects for Mario, and like you would have like a giant like 50-pound baby. You just
I
like
was
think you're onto
always-
something playing it.
You can't. Pregnant woman, do that and report back to us. Play it.
Yeah.
Look up Mario mushroom sound ear rape and play that for your child.
Let us know how it goes.
That your story and James's classic story of his the girl he liked at the time forcing him to like steal. Have you told that on the podcast? I think you
Yeah, I
have.
told that.
Yeah.
But both those, like, I was always so afraid of being in that situation in high school. I think I might have been once or twice where like you're hanging out with someone who isn't your normal friends group, who's like usually a girl, and you don't want to seem like, I've never stolen or done anything like that for a girl, but I've definitely been in situations where I've been hanging out with like a group of people who I'm not super familiar with because I liked a girl amongst them. And then they get to that situation where they're like doing some sketchy shit and you're like, I feel weird, but I don't want to leave.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Yeah, I have a lot of stories like that I'll share eventually, that of like a Ralph's employee stabbing one of my friends in the arm. It was insane, but I feel like we've gone on enough about theft.
Let's move on to
we gotta get to more Reddit questions. More Reddit
the questions. The questions. And if we get literally one comment asking for the Dopix's Ralph story, you'll hear that on a future episode of Beef Boys.
Yes. And
Yes, you will.
One day you'll hear Kudos's most legendary
Super
cringe
secret.
story of all time that he still hasn't told, and I think about every day. But we'll hear it.
I can't wait for this.
1,000 episode.
I can't
get
wait to
there
pull
one
that
day.
one out.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point I need to put. It's probably been overhyped at this point, but I also don't feel like I can just drop it on a random episode.
Let's make a whole episode dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Let's just like spend
I like
45
that
minutes
idea.
like doing a ceremony, and then the last 15
I
is
figured
the
it out.
story.
Yeah.
All right, Courtney,
All right.
get us over
Time
to
to
the
teleport
Reddit
over.
questions.
Here we go.
Ow. That hurt.
That feels kind of nice.
You know what? Quick aside. You know what my fear with you know what my fear about saying my story is that I'm going to say it and then James is going to be like, oh no, I had that happen to me, and then he's going to tell a story
yeah.
which is
No,
like
I would
10
never.
times the worst. Because you've always got these crazy stories that like you whip out that are like just
It's because I'm
10 out of
fucking
10s.
stupid.
Hey, you know what? That's the beauty of Beef Boys. We're all fucking stupid. Am I right, fellas?
Let's
Let's hear some Reddit questions, boys.
Yeah, let's get into the Reddit of questions. I'm pulling it up. Courtney, cut around this. In. Okay. All right.
And we're back in.
And we are back. I don't know. I'm snapping. But,
Let's
this
and
one comes
we are
from,
back into
and
the
we're back.
booth.
And we're back.
Shut up, bitch!
And we're back. Courtney, cut around all the. Okay. All right. Fuck.
Another banging bit from the Beef
Okay,
Boys.
we're not
All right,
back.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Are we
and
back?
we're back.
Have we been back?
All right. So, yeah, we're back now. We're back.
Okay.
We're back. All right.
And we're back.
Something. Hold on. Hold on.
All right,
And we're back.
All right. This one comes from Slippy Dongbag. Slippy. Y'all know Slippy by
We
now.
love you,
Y'all know
Slippy.
Slippy.
I just feel bad.
This one is for kudos. This is a kudos question.
All right, skip it.
The fuck?
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna skippy dongbag
Yeah,
that
we're
one.
gonna skip this one.
Courtney, we're back.
And we're
Courtney,
back.
cut this.
So he asks, kudos, you have an exceptional, I can't speak!
And we're back.
And we're back.
And
You
we're
have-
black.
You have an exceptional,
Courtney color correct us to real black.
Doblex is about to go two-step in the bathroom. Doblex is about to go
And we're
mosh in
back.
the mirror to get his power back
He's
up.
gonna go
And
destroy
we're
the
whack.
Father Andrew
All right.
bathroom.
okay. Courtney, cut that and then cut back in now.
And we're black.
And we're back.
I stole kudos'
And
joke.
we're back.
Courtney, cut kudos' joke. Let me read it.
And we're back. This question is for kudos from Slippy Dongbag, the boy, the
king.
the myth, the man, the legend.
king!
Yes, kudos. You have an exceptional and palpable hate for Burger King. Why?
He actually said Burger King.
I'm about to bust.
Oh, he did say Burger King.
I actually don't hate Burger King. I think it's just funny to make. I think it's the worst fast food here.
Really?
at
Burger
least.
King?
Agreed.
I think we've been
Fuck
over
you,
this because
Andrew.
it sounds like I like KFC here,
Fuck
and
you.
every American I've talked to hates KFC.
Andrew's a bitch.
So I think our that is confirmed, but I think our
Yeah.
fast food might just be different. I don't know. Burger King's like every time I've been there, it's just like a very negative experience, except for the one summer where I got the 2 5-piece nugget packs and read the Christian Wiki every day. For like 2 months straight when I was working at a stationery shop. That was my one good Burger King memory. Yeah, the other time I've been to Burger King, especially in like, God, in Wellington on a Friday, Saturday night, you're up pissed, you want to get some food before you go home, you go to Burger King. It's like paper wrap is fucking everywhere. They don't clean anything up. The toilet is routinely full of shit and like
There's
unflushed.
feces on the walls.
What's wrong with that?
There was a guy at it's pretty much the same. One of the guys who ran one of the ones in Wellington was literally the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, he was a very unfortunate looking man. It was, I don't know, it's just, I've got very like negative experiences. But then you go to like Carl's Jr. and you're like, this is what Burger King should be. This is
You
like
have
kind of the
Carl's
same taste,
Jr.
but
in
like
Australia?
yeah.
That's surprising.
What the
Kudos
fuck?
being like, the food is bad, the bathroom was bad, and one of the guys that worked there was fucking ugly. And that's why I don't like Burger King.
Actually,
Damn miserable!
That was in Kudos' headphones while he just like munched on some fucking 2-cent chicken nuggets.
Goddamn miserable, worthless cretin.
he was a nice guy though. I've just never seen someone with like that level of like hunch IRL, you know, like someone with that like bad posture.
I take back my.
Courtney, put me at the
Burger King being
register.
the
Courtney,
worst,
put me at the
though.
register.
Put him at the register.
Courtney,
Can I get like a 2? Can I get 2 of your 5? Your 2 for your $2.50 5-piece nuggets and some peri peri mayo, thanks.
Okay.
I was expecting some like gremlin voice.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like I like some of their food, but it just in general, it's like I'd just rather get McDonald's.
I'll take back
That's my-
my
that's my-
Burger King being
that's
the
fair.
worst. I think Hardee's is the worst. Hardee's is
No,
some of the
Hardee's is the
worst
worst.
food I've ever had.
But their Hardee's is Carl's Jr., which is
Yeah,
what I
Hardee's
just
is
said I
Carl's
like.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. fucking
To be fair, I think we
sucks.
have come to the conclusion that American fast food and like Australia, New Zealand fast food, like even though the names
Probably
are the
different.
same and probably
Yeah.
the broad
Yeah,
strokes
they're
the
very
same, they're
different.
like
They're very different.
They're very different.
Yeah.
Burger
So-
King makes a
I
good
love
burger.
Burger King. Yeah, Burger
Yeah.
King makes a good burger. I
Yeah,
love Burger
fuck
King.
you, Andrew.
Yeah,
Nah,
Burger King is
fuck
weirdly
Yeah,
like
fuck you, Ingrid.
synonymous. Burger King is synonymous
Kudos,
with
you're
like
on my
every
side.
bad thing that's happened in my life. Like when my
yeah.
parents got divorced, they took me to Burger King. When my fucking house burned down, went to Burger King.
Your house
there's
burned
a lot.
down?
There's a lot more examples. Enough for me
He
to remember
burns it
them.
down, don't you remember?
Yeah, so I always associate Burger King with like terrible moments in my life, or just like very like big,
Shouldn't it
staple
make
moments.
it bad?
Well, I love Burger King. It was like, all right, this is
okay,
better.
sure.
I'm good. I'm eating my burger with
do
a
you
shit
remember
ton of
when-
mustard on it.
Do they still do chicken tenders at Burger King? Because they used to be my shit when I was like
No,
6.
the chicken fries, motherfucker.
Yeah, the chicken
No,
fries.
the chicken fries are good, but they used to have chicken tenders when I was a kid, and they were like really dark golden brown, and I always
Yeah.
remember fucking loving them. And then there was this, from where I was a kid, I don't know why, but I never learned. Every time I got a Burger King burger, I don't know what it was, but something about the combination of the burger and the soda made my little 6-year-old tummy hurt so badly that I'd have to go and sit on the toilet in the mall for like half an hour. My dad stood outside mad. Like every time that happened, I never figured out why.
It was that ugly employee pouring fucking bleach in the soda machine.
Yeah, probably.
He overheard you talking shit.
Yeah, waiting for little Kudos to grow up and fucking die off a nice little Diet Coke.
Let's round out that question by saying, Andrew, fuck you.
Let's
Andrew,
round out that
fuck
question.
you.
Yeah,
Kudos,
Andrew, fuck you.
I'm on your
Get the
side,
fuck
man.
outta
No.
here.
Fuck you. Hey, this is for you, man.
Hey, fuck you.
This happens
Hey, fuck
every
you,
time.
man.
I won't
All right.
take it anymore. I'm
will
not
take
gonna
it.
take it
You
anymore.
will take it.
Fuck you guys. Burger King
taking it
sucks
right now.
dick.
Fuck, why would you say
Burger
that?
King does not suck ass, and I will die on this
Take
fucking
some of
What would you do that
these.
for? What the fuck?
Hey Andrew, be sure to check. Andrew, I am still on your side. I'll put a message for you. It's in the D's channel on our other
What's
Discord
the
server.
D's channel, bro?
And we're back. So this question comes from the Big Pidge, aka Big
Yo!
Pidge from our Discord server. The legend
Shout out to
Big
Big
Pidge.
He asked me this in
Pidge
the
asks,
Discord.
An animal-related hypothetical for the boys. What if there were 100 fully grown angry lions outside your house/residence trying to get in? What would you do?
That's the whole question. And
That's the whole
what
question.
would you do, Pidge? What is you haven't given me any caveat.
Yeah.
What am I supposed
You
to do?
fucking idiot. What do you mean?
No, not that you, but what am I supposed to do?
Probably call the National Guard or something. Be like, hey,
I'd
there's a
probably
bunch
die.
of lions outside.
You didn't,
get
give,
them.
you
Engage
like
in
you didn't give a
close quarters
caveat to
combat.
the fucking the scenario.
I'm 9 stories up with like fucking fire. Like the only way
they
they can get up is
fly.
if they can figure out how to scan a fob and push a button in an elevator, or
Okay, what
scan
if
a
they
fob
could?
and.
Yeah.
Well, then I
What if
guess
they
they'll
all
be
had
fucked then.
access to your apartment building?
Well, they're
and
not
your
lions
door?
at that point either. They're just fucking
And they all
guys in
have-
lion
and they all-
outfits, which is objectively scary.
They all have access,
Yeah,
and they all
alright.
have access, and they start breaking down the door,
Right.
and they're like, "Here's a lion."
Well, I
do you
guess
do
I'm
then?
dying then because there's 100 of them. If there was 100 of anyone, I'm
Reference.
dying. 100
Yeah.
kids with battle axes, I would be killed by.
All right. Okay. Fine. All right. Great question,
Sorry,
Pidge.
Pidge,
Thank
that was a
you.
funny prompt.
Yeah, that was a good prompt.
I wanna
okay.
ask one.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I
James,
just had
how
it pulled up.
about you
I
ask
was going up the
one?
list.
That's
Yeah,
me.
go
I'm
ahead.
trying out for the position of Mario in the new Mario movie.
Paige asked another one in the Discord, and he said, "What if 500 elephants were stampeding down the street in front of your house and destroying everything?" No caveat again. What do you, Paige? What do you want me to
Pidge,
do?
Yeah, I'm gonna die. What do you think?
Pidge, did you ask the original like space astronaut guys like on the moon looking at the Earth like, what would you do? I think he originated the meme.
I would die, Paige.
I don't know, Pidge. I'd probably die.
Paige,
What would you do if you
like
were
Samuel
in
L.
Tower
Jackson.
Number 2 on September 11th, 2001?
Paige is like
I would
Samuel L.
die.
Jackson in Marvel, and he's like trying to suss out if any of us have like sussy superpowers or something. And then we're like, I would pull out my fucking wiener and shit on them.
I would use my laser
out my
eyes.
wiener
I mean,
and shit
I
on
can't do that.
And we're back.
And
And
we're
we're
back.
back.
And we are back.
This one comes from Drunk Doggo in the Beef Boys Discord
Nice
in the sub
love fucking
question
hacking
in the
poppers.
sub text thread called Beef Boys Questions. Join the Discord in the link below to ask a question.
brother.
Drunk Doggo asks
Suck my dick.
if you could watch, discuss, play one of your favorite pieces of media, video game, movie, show with a celebrity person of interest. There's a lot of like fucking segmentation in this question. Celebrity or
You wanted
person of interest.
caveats.
Who would it be? I would love to meet. That's true. They made up for all of Pidge's lack of caveats. I would.
Yeah, they put them all in this question
Pidge,
instead.
you know we love you. It's just
Yeah.
you're giving us good memes. I would love to meet. They said I would love to meet Henry Cavill and spend a day painting Warhammer minis while talking about video games.
That would
Okay.
be kind of.
I
That'd be
have
pretty
mine
epic.
immediately.
All right,
what is it?
I think I already know what it is, but
Christopher Lee back to life, and I would talk to him about Lord of the Rings, or just like Tolkien in general, because he was like he knew Tolkien better than Peter Jackson, and he was like coming in his fucking pants to be working on them shits, because he was a fan of them shits from when like they were like it's like how I like Harry Potter. It's like how I like Harry Potter, because them shits was coming out when he was like a little baby, like those books. Like he was basically alive because he was born in like the 40s or some shit, or the 30s. So it's like if I was like 80, he wasn't like 80. If I was like 65 and then someone was like, hey, do you want to be fucking Dumbledore? And I was like, bro, what the fuck? I know Dumbledore's middle name.
It's
gay.
I don't know.
It's gay.
But yeah, definitely
Imagine
Christopher
if he had
Lee
some
and
like
Tolkien.
shitty middle name. Stupid.
That's a great question. Actually, I think I got two. I'd either if we could bring people back from the dead, definitely. I'd play Zelda with Robin Williams. I think that'd be fucking epic.
Oh hell yeah! Robin Williams was my other one too.
Because he loves Zelda, and he just is like such like an inspirational person. I just love to like absorb his energy and like figure out how I could be a better person through him. Other one would be I'd play probably any other game. I'd play Brutal Legend with Jack Black, which I know is weird because he's in the game, but I'd just love to hear more about the background of that game, and I'd just love to hang out with Jack Black in general. Those are my two answers.
Bro, I legit was thinking of the same exact answers. That's insane.
Fuck yes.
That's why our names are the same.
Yes.
Andrew, what about you?
You go first, Doplex. I have a couple.
Yours must be the movie guy.
I'd watch Veggie Tales with Jesus. That'd be Andrew's.
I'd watch child porn with the Pope. Let's go. And we're back.
Yeah, I'd probably watch child porn with the Pope.
Someone clip that.
Yo, you and the Pope would be Bing chilling.
Yeah, Bing chilling on fucking that Jesus shit. I don't know what I'm saying. Fucking God
Courtney, too.
Courtney,
I'd bring him in on it.
Allah.
Yeah, Courtney, give me a second. Let me think of something. Hold on, I'm still thinking.
He's thinking. Courtney, put smoke coming out of his head.
I'm thinking.
Courtney,
have his head detach and float off into space.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Courtney, have 100 lions come up to the Taco Bell and see what we do. And also 500 elephants and just put them outside the window.
I'm thinking.
All right, you've thought for too long. Next question.
I know. I got it. I would like... Killer Instinct, which was an old fighting game in the 90s. There's like really no like behind the scenes shit about it. Like it was just kind of made in some studio in the fucking UK, and there's like only like a few like sketches, but you can't really like see anything, you know? Like there's like nothing behind it, and the character design is so fucking cool. And I'd probably want to like play Killer Instinct with like the dudes who made the game, but only if they brought some like cool like 3D renders that I could look at. Some like cool like
fuck yeah.
that delicious rare 3D render look.
Epic. I like that. That's a very cool indie answer.
It was actually
Rare.
it was Will Smith.
It was made by Rare.
Oh, it was made by Rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Killer Instinct was made by Rare.
No, it's Will
awesome.
Smith. Will Smith directed it though.
Oh.
No.
I mean, what can you say? Before he was an actor, he was a game designer. Not many people know that.
Well, I have another answer. Courtney, replace it with this one.
Courtney, leave
I'd want to watch Breaking Bad with Dean Norris.
That'd be
Hank.
Not Bryan Cranston.
No, Dean Norris.
Is that Hank?
He's a real hero.
He's Hank. That's Hank. Yeah, he's Hank.
The sussy baka.
I would love to watch Breaking Bad with Hank.
But like we would like grill like some hot dogs and just kind of like hang out on the patio and watch it. You know?
That'd be cool.
He seems like the uncle type.
Yeah, and then you could get like a cameo from him.
Yeah.
I feel like Bryan Cranston's kind of almost on Robin Williams level as well, maybe for me.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. What the fuck?
I do love Bryan Cranston.
It's like we have the same taste in people, James. We should hang out more.
We should eat people together.
Yes, Courtney, cut Andrew from the rest of this episode. Next question.
We should have sex with men.
All right, Andrew.
Did you have an answer, Andrew?
Okay, I mean, there's so many people. I would love to talk story build, like world building and storytelling with Tolkien. That's an obvious one. I would love to talk.
That'd be epic.
Acting, theater and film with Ian McKellen. I
Swag.
would love to talk about film writing. Shows with
Quentin Tarantino.
Fuck. I can't remember his name right now. The guy who wrote The Sopranos.
9/11.
Dan Schneider.
Yeah, Dan Schneider.
Bring all my bitches back.
Explains all the feet and The Sopranos.
But you have to
I'd love
discuss, Andrew. You have to discuss specific pieces of media.
I
You
would
have to
honestly,
enjoy it with them.
I would love to talk to Dan Harmon about Community.
Okay.
Is that
I
the guy
would-
who made
that would be
the
cool.
Fairly Odd Parents?
No, that's
Butch
Butch
Hartman.
Fuck.
Butch Hartman.
I'd like to watch
spoke at
child
my
porn
school.
with Butch Hartman.
I watched Butch Hartman live at Liberty. He came and did like a speech about Oaxis and Jesus and cartoons.
That's
it was the
epic. Dude,
weirdest
that's
shit.
so epic. Was that after or before the
So
Gus and Eddie
funny.
video?
After, so I was
That's
really
even
hoping you would
more
bring
epic.
up Oaxis. I was like, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
I love
he
that video.
mentioned it.
That's such. What a fucking
Dude, that video
strange
came
guy.
out at like
Yeah.
that video came out like right when I was venturing off into like my first house with like my friends and shit, like leaving the nest, and it was like such a comfort video because I loved
Yeah.
it. I watched it like 3 times one week when I always just get like pizza and shit because I didn't have like anything to cook with yet. It's like such a beautiful little video.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fuck,
Butch
love those-
Hartman,
love those kind of videos.
when he showed up, he was wearing the tightest pants I have ever seen a man
He
wear.
seems
It
like
was
a tight pant guy.
fucking wild.
He seems like a tight pants.
That's
Wild.
nuts.
Could you see his
Todd-
cock?
If I hadn't been so far away, probably those shits were like
fuck
painted
yes.
on. It was
You
hilarious.
should have raised your hand and asked him. Hey, Butch, can you come here?
I want to see if I can see your penis through your pants.
babe.
I want to see if I can see your outline.
penis.
Butch is kind of like I put him on the same level as like Yandere, Dev, and Chris Chan, but if both those people were successful, like they just both got this really
Yeah.
cringy quality to them, but like he obviously did good for himself.
Yeah.
Unlike
Yeah,
those
Fairly
guys.
Odd Parents is epic.
And now he's just tracing.
Fairly Odd Parents is
art,
like one of my
tracing
favorite
other
cartoons
people's art.
ever. Now
Oh
he's
yeah, no,
just gone.
Fairly Odd Parents was great.
Danny Phantom was good. That's about it.
Andrew, what would you discuss about Community?
Yeah, what would you ask him?
I think
Where's
I
the
was.
movie?
when you made Chang do blackface? I'm thinking of doing the same thing myself. I just want to know how to get away with it.
No, I would. There's a lot of aspects about Community that I love, but I would really like to talk about how he went about deciding to because there's a lot of instances they kind of make a joke about it at the very end of the show that characters will make really odd decisions and then it'll change and it'll the show will go on like nothing happened, but because of the tone of the show, you just kind of accept it and it's like part of how it goes. I would love to talk to him about how he kind of goes about pulling just shit like that off, because I've never watched a show that had such goofy characters do such random bullshit that also had moments that hit me emotionally harder than most other shows that I've watched. I would love to talk to him about how he does that shit. It's
I
awesome.
feel like The Office
You know
gave
what?
me the same
You-
quality.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
It's just really
know what
good
I've noticed
character
that-
building. What have you noticed?
Is that,
Sorry,
like,
I have latency.
No, you're good. You're good, baby.
What
Don't
have you
interrupt me.
noticed?
I've noticed that every show where there's like I guess a comedy, I feel like I open up to so much more like emotionally. So like the characters and the it has to be a show like that, or even like say like Futurama or something where they do have these deep moments in contrast to the funny moments. I feel like maybe the humor like makes me relate to a character so
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
Versus like just say a straight drama where there isn't
totally.
any humor. I feel like that like maybe just as a alleged funny man myself, I feel like I kind of
I totally
relate to
feel
them
the
so
same
much
thing.
more.
Yeah, no,
I think-
because like
I think there's
when
also a-
Brian
a-
died, I sobbed my eyes out.
From
Fuck
Family
you.
Guy. Okay, well, I had something to say.
Good.
I think. Well, now it's gonna look stupid
And we're
because you
back.
made a joke.
Sorry, I had to make the family. I agree with everything being said. I like 100%.
I think that I feel that way a lot. I think we just like relate to that because we do be alleged funny men. But also, there's something like, like the science to like why we laugh and stuff is to like deal with like part of it is like deal with like awkward and like out of place like weird situations or someone being vulnerable or something. So it's like I feel like when you have a really funny character on a show, it's like way easier to like peer into their like really peel back the layers of the onion without getting like too serious about it, because like they're using jokes to like tell like their character like story, you know what I mean? Like they're like their jokes make them vulnerable because they're most likely like joking about themselves or their character or like their past or something. So it's like character building, but also it's not like hey, listen, we're gonna make you feel sad for somebody, because I guess when it's like too pointed, it's like, well, I don't really like fucking boo-hoo, this is just some guy on a TV show.
I guess it's also maybe like I think I've got a soft spot for like the character with the hard life who uses comedy to like deal with that. I don't know if that
Doplex.
Like Doplex or like well, James, you have the Brian from Family Guy tattoo after he died. You got the R.I.P. Brian, and you were fucking furious when they brought him back.
Right over his heart.
Yeah. One dude did. I did see at least one R.I.P. Brian tattoo.
Yeah.
If that was like a few years earlier when Family Guy was like still good, I would understand. But that was like when Family Guy was like being chillin'.
Like they're fishing for like people to reasons for people to watch it at this point.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You're like someone who gets like a Simpsons tattoo from like something that happens in season 32 or something. It's like who fucking cares?
Yeah, exactly.
They get
getting that
Simpsons
tattoo now
Lego
would be
episode.
Cool. Like getting that Rip Brian tattoo now, like as a meme, like that'd be pretty funny.
But with like in parentheses, like we got this in 2021 as a meta joke for our podcast.
Yeah.
So like,
and then
no one thinks it's legit,
we have the Beefy Boys podcast URL, beefyboyspodcast.com or
the whole
whatever.
URL. But it's all in that like tattoo scroll, you know? It's all like winding down.
And it's an old English font and fucking impossible to read.
It's impossible to fucking read.
Scripture. Yeah.
And then we get a picture of a baby and we get them to shade in all the fucking teeth so it looks disgusting.
And it says R.I.P. my dead child.
Alright, one more question, then let's fucking go.
Alright, so this one comes from Duck Bats.
Sorry.
Alright, so this one comes from Duck Bats.
And god damn it.
They ask
Doplex is gonna kill all
Say
of
your
us.
words, Doplex.
Oh yeah, all right. So this one comes from Duck Bats. They ask, have you ever seen something bizarrely disrespectful? Before the pandemic, I went to see Fall Out Boy on tour. One of the songs of their latest album has a repeated lyric that says, if I can live through this, I can do anything. Nothing wrong with that, except for the fact the visual they're using is Princess Diana's funeral.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Little Prince Harry at the back full of tears. It was so bizarre to witness. I don't like the royals, but it seemed a little disrespectful. This was the UK leg of the tour, so I wonder if they had like 9/11 footage for America. TLDR, Fall Out Boy played a concert in the UK and used Princess Diana's funeral as a visual for
But she didn't live through it though, so that didn't make her strong.
I know, yeah.
I love Fall Out Boy, and that has made
fucking
me lose a
question.
tinge of respect. That is fucking strange.
I think the obvious reference to is, fucking MLK and Fortnite.
Oh, right.
Like, wildly disrespectful.
Very true.
Not even that, but it's what would come of that, right? Like they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing, especially when you have Rick and Morty as a character in the goddamn game.
Yeah.
So it was like a result of that.
Apparently, like the only animation that still worked in the MLK section of the thing, which could have, it's just like, oh, we missed this one, was like, Gordon, if this is wrong, I'm gonna look it up, cut it. But apparently, like the only animation that made it through, like you can't use them in this house, is like whipping a whip. Like
yeah, I know. I saw the same exact thing. I think
Wait,
you're
really?
right. I think you're right.
Actually, there was another one because I think it was last year during the Black Lives Matter protests. I think they did a similar kind of thing where they had like he might have been, I wasn't sure, I'm not too sure who it is, but it was someone who maybe talks about Black history, and they had him like do like, it was like a live stream kind of thing or a video in game, and I guess they do this thing where they make like a fucking drive-in movie screen appear in
they always
the
do
game
that
of
shit.
Fortnite,
Yeah.
and then you can sit there and watch this like video play. But, and again, I'll double check this is accurate, but I didn't see screenshots. Apparently, in the game you can get, I don't play Fortnite by the way, you can get tomatoes and throw them at people, and there was one of those vending machines that sells the tomatoes near the movie screen where the Black Lives Matter man was talking about Black history. So there's just these screenshots of him talking with tomatoes on the screen.
I think Epic Games
I will confirm if that is accurate or not, but that is something that supposedly happened.
I think Epic Games is cultivating trolls on purpose. That's my myth.
They could be.
Maybe they're just like going for the fuck it, it's free publicity.
We're gonna make trolls out of these kids.
Who was the fucking DJ that had that meme go around after George Floyd died? He was like, shout out to his family.
Yeah, David Guetta.
David Guetta.
Shout out to his family. That's like one of my favorite fucking soundbites.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Shout out to his family.
I love that.
Dude, that shit is so funny. I have one of the most disrespectful things that I've ever seen is on a much more, like it's much more like not personal, but like it's not like anything anybody would know. But I think I've told you guys about it. I went to a thrift store once, and this shirt was $2 I wish I bought it. So I went to a thrift store. I was just looking to buy props for a video, I think, or something, and I was just looking through like shirts, like graphic tees. And I pull this fucking shirt off a rack, and it's just like a white shitty Hanes like t-shirt with just one big printed like photo scanned image, and it's the worst Photoshop I've ever seen. Courtney, I still have it. I will find it and put it up right here, of just like this shirt, and it's like this dude with like halos and shit like edited above his head, and it's like rip Jimmy, he was a real good guy, and like, which I guess is like nice enough to put on a shirt, but then someone fucking sold it to a thrift store. like this was like probably a commemorative thing at his funeral, and someone was like, fuck this, I'm getting 50 cents for it.
This guy.
Why would they who would buy that? Who would be like, oh yeah, I want to buy
like,
this.
That's like most of like, not only did this guy sell it, but then the thrift store was like, yeah, put it on the rack.
Put it on the rack, someone's gonna love it.
Dude, it's one of the things I think about the most in the world, like that I should have fucking bought that shirt. It would be so funny to wear it in videos. It was like 2017. There's no way I could fucking find it, but I wish.
There's some mechanic shop working out there with, grease stains all over it, working on somebody's car, and they just even rip Jimmy on the shirt.
It's just this dude.
No, it's not even on the shirt. They're using it as like they're using it as an oil rag, like just to mop shit up.
Rag.
Like, who's Jimmy? He's like, I don't fucking know. Just scrub it.
Or somebody's using that shirt as a cum rag. Imagine that your legacy.
No. Jimmy lives on.
Yeah. Jimmy lives on.
Some Christian shit.
I don't really have a good answer for this, except for probably every fucking person alive just being themselves.
That's pretty cringe.
Just daily level shit. You know, like you go to a drive-through, somebody fucking peels in front of you. My answer is human nature, the human psyche.
I guess mine would either be that guy who almost ran me over when I got off the tram. That's a throwback to whatever episode, and also probably all the phoning up dead celebrities at 3 a.m. the night they die. That's usually pretty bad.
Oh, that's a good
those are classically terrible.
Yeah. Or to call back to David Guetta, there's also a sequel that you've probably heard. Hold on, wait 1 second. Hold on, I'm getting it.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
Wait, Dobies, can you tee it up so that it's perfectly just the last music, like snippet of that? Actually, we can add it in post. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Buckingham Palace has announced the death of the end of this Beef Boys podcast episode, and then it just cuts
His
straight
Royal
into
Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
Put the Duke of Edinburgh in my hands and put my wiener.
Wait, let me do another take because I feel like I kind of fucked that one up.
Okay. Let me get set up. Okay.
Anyway,
I'm gonna play it though, so we have something to dance to.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Right. Is it ready? Let me know when it's ready.
Yeah, it's ready.
Well, anyway, Buckingham Palace
has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
How's he gonna speak when that?
I was trying to tie it up with the cord. You can just mute my thing. I'm sorry. All right, here.
I can't say it when they're fucking.
All right.
Kudos got flashbanged because he was.
I thought flashbang, is it?
Yeah.
How can I hear?
His mouth was falling down the stairs.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Oh.
Okay, I'm doing it now. I just was assuming you were like, fucking it. I thought you were gonna hit me with it again.
Oh no, sorry.
Well, anyway, wait, what even is it now? I forgot what the words are.